Alright guys, so got this 13 F150. Basically it was overheating. Ended up changing the thermostat and the water pump. Well, after I changed those, started having overheating, some different kind of overheating issues, where basically I will be accelerating and the thermostat will basically go up to the ceiling, and I would have to let off the gas until it cooled down. It would say reduce engine power or something until it cooled back down. Well, read some comments and on some videos, and I had been thinking it was the thermostat. So ended up changing the thermostat yesterday, and it fixed that problem. It solved the problem where basically the engine would overheat while accelerating on the interstate, like at high speeds. So the thermostat fixed that issue. I had to go with a dealership thermostat to fix that. You know, the thermostat is like right there where my camera is kind of pointing. Well, fixing that, I ended up causing a leak on my coolant reservoir. So I ended up putting a little fitting in there because I didn't want to have to go through that issue again, fighting with these quick connects, man, because they were real. You know, I didn't want that to become a problem down the road. So basically what I did was I cut the quick connect off of there and basically went to Lowe's and got the brass fitting. It's just a three quarters of an inch 90-degree elbow. And so basically that's a couple hose clamps. That's a 1 inch. That's a 1 inch hose coming off of the reservoir. And then that's just the standard 3/4 inch that's coming off of it. And basically what I had to do, basically put some silicone tape around that fitting. You can kind of see it kind of sticking out. I put some silicone tape up in there on that side because the 1 inch would only fit. And I ended up having to cut this here piece down, the tube that comes off of this black piece. I had to cut it down a little bit so that it'll fit with this fitting on here. So I took it out from the trunk with them two bolts right here. I cut it with a sawzall, like right up in here. I put that 1 inch piece of hose right there, clamped it down. I put the fitting on there too while I had it out the truck. I had all this in one piece, and I had this kind of going this way, turn this way, so I can take the original piece of hose and clamp it right there. And as you can see, I had a good little bit of mess. And man, I got coolant all down there. But it took me a good little bit to try to get these pieces together. But I mean, it'll save y'all some time, man. Instead of having to change the whole coolant line. As you can see, that's one of them, the little plastic fittings. So didn't have to change the whole line. That one line that's running over here actually comes way back over here. So I didn't want to actually change the whole line. This is the line my truck running, so that line right there, that's part of it. And then it connects like under here and goes all the way back around. So as you can see, that's kind of a headache, and I didn't want to have to change the whole line just because one fitting was basically broken or whatever. So, and I didn't want to put the same fitting because I didn't want to have the same issue. So this is what I did. I cut the original one off with a razor knife. Cut it right there. I cut it as long as I could. That's the original one. So like I say, I just took this whole thing, the whole unit comes off, and basically just take your 1 inch hose, clamp it, to your 90 elbow fitting, the 3/4. Hook that up. There you go, man. Hopefully it saves somebody some time.